That's the goal for me. Go down history as all-time great.
He is knocking on the door of some major fights.
I'm gonna fight the best guys and bring the old school era back.
This may be the most brutal even round you've ever seen in boxing.
Fight fans, welcome back. The heat on boxing's old guard is starting to rise as a new band of talent continues to raise the temperature. At the forefront comes a Philadelphia firestorm who has made a habit out of devastating opponents. And yet, despite a fierce 90% knockout ratio, this is no one-hit wonder. Possessing the skills, ability, and patience to not only rise to the top, but stay there for many years to come. In this latest episode of our Future Kings series, we focus on Jaron Boots Ennis, a red-hot prospect ready to raise the standard of boxing's next generation of superstars. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation. In the end, it was a left uppercut that ended Sergey Lipinets' evening.
Lipinets has never been knocked out. More of a beating that landed for, he's stunned. Stunned. Swarnia goes down, and here comes the towel.
It's been a long career, but it's time for me to hang it up.
A former world champion who had negotiated 12 rounds with Mikey Garcia, Lipinets was no fool.
Look at the fight! The determination in Lipinets!
On this occasion, however, he was ruthlessly employed as a stepping stone.
I've been trying to get top guys, former world champions, top 10 guys.
Ennis says he moves to southpaw.
Now I finally got my chance, and now you're about to see a whole different animal, a whole different beast.
Second best in every department, unable to use his strength or boxing abilities, the Russian was beaten into submission.
But at what cost?
Yes.
For the victor, this was a powerful statement. Headlining on Showtime, Jaron Ennis provided a showcase event.
And Ennis with the left hand drops. Lipinets recording his 25th
Warning.
KO.
Angered that his previous fight with Chris Van Heerden had resulted in a no decision, effectively ending his impressive knockout streak.
It's use my fundamentals with the jab, and I'm going to pound away upon this guy. And he backs up Van Heerden, and Ennis is... Oh no, a clash of heads.
This contest ends in a no decision.
Ennis was intent on becoming the first man to knock out Lipinets before cruelly blasting him into oblivion. Harboring no fear of what his welterweight rivals bring to the table, competing in what he describes as a title shot year, anyone standing in the way will be forcibly removed.
Do you feel like you're getting stronger fight by fight physically?
I was getting stronger as the rounds was going on. Same power through every round that I had.
The halfway point.
I just get stronger and stronger.
Dame Lillard was hyping him up and talking about him and all that, and I shot Dame a text last night like, yeah, he's special. He's different.
Could he possibly beat every 147?
If he fought any of the top welterweights right now, he'll watch all of them. Exclude Danny Garcia from there because he's from Philly.
Let it be known, I want the crown.
Growing up in the tough Germantown neighborhood, Ennis learned to handle himself from an early age. Trained by his father, Derek Bozy Ennis.
I just like fighting. I was a street fighter. I was amateur back then. Then I turned pro in 1976.
My dad he still spars to this day. He still get in the ring, he hits the bag, train. He does all that.
Jaron comes from legitimate fighting stock. The Philly talent follows in the footsteps of his brothers Farah and Derek, who both enjoyed respectable pro careers.
But once they see you doing something, they portray after you. My son see me box, so all the stuff that I was doing, they was trying to do.
Claiming gold at the 2015 National Youth Championships, along with success at the Golden Gloves, immediately placed Ennis on the radar as a talent to keep an eye on.
There's a
Straight left, right to the body that hurt Huertas. Gary Antoine. The last Russell.
Jaron Ennis, we definitely have history. You know, he's a good fighter. He was a competitive fighter when I competed against him.
Defeat in the Olympic trials signaled an end to his amateur run, and he opted to switch codes. Signing pro terms with the experienced Cameron Duncan and former promoter Chris Middendorf, Ennis naturally based himself out of Bosie's dungeon. Training in the gym every day, Ennis is constantly working towards his world championship aspirations.
Become undisputed in 3 or 4 different weight classes. It's never been done, so I want to do that and go down history.
He's so humble. He help you out. He give you tips.
I can show him, you know, on the outside how to do it, how to catch a shot, how to do this, how to do that.
What's funny is that the whole family like that. Yeah. Faraz like that, Pooh's like that. Bo's definitely like that. Caleb Plant.
Or will Caleb Sweet Hands Plant?
David Benavidez.
I think we got Canelo right now. He's ducking Benavidez.
Andrew Speedy. Michael Hunter.
Michael, the Bounty Hunter.
All right, so out of all those great fighters, who kicked the worst? Yeah?
Boots' IQ is on a million. I had 2 older brothers, my dad too. They taught me everything. Roy Jones is one of my favorite fighters.
Oh, big left hook. I'm pound for pound the baddest man throwing down. Huh?
Floyd was another one that I always watched.
Floyd Mayweather's application to the sport is at this moment unique.
Ennis has gone about his work in a refined manner, letting his heavy hands do the talking.
He pivots off his angles, off his footwork.
Establishing himself as a tall, rangy, orthodox boxer who is just as comfortable switching southpaw when required.
Because everybody start with their right hand. So I trained that way. And then once he got that down pat, I turned to the other side.
Ennis is already engaged in quality sparring with the likes of Teofimo Lopez,
The Takeover!
and Shakur Stevenson.
Who would I put my money on to last the longest? My guess would be you.
I want them to know I'm coming for them.
As he continues to hone his craft, always unhurried in his approach, Jaron holds an unerring confidence that he will make it to the top sooner rather than later, building his outstanding 28-0 slate to a point where world title shots are inevitable.
And he's getting better. And that's the scary thing for the opponents.
Since a 2016 first-round win over Corey Muldrew, Ennis's team have gradually increased the level of competition. Former world-level contender Mighty Mike Arnautis was supposed to offer resistance, yet Ennis swatted him aside with ease. The same for 18-0 Armando Alvarez, who was floored 4 times.
His right hand. He's having fun though.
Yeah, he is.
And the left hand dropped it.
Yeah.
Still more than a minute to go. A jab and a right hand, a left hand, and that's it. Should be it.
It's difficult finding opposition capable of lasting the course. In early 2020, Boots' career began to take off, starting with a thumping 4th-round KO of Kazakh puncher Bakhtiar Eyubov.
He's saying it's going to be Ennis's hardest fight, but he's going to hunt him down. He's going to put pressure on him.
You say you beast mode. I think I'm going to need a little proof then. Lions, tigers, bears, homie, that sound like a snack. I can't keep myself composed.
The Baca bullet was dropped by a flurry in the first, and shipping too many headshots for the referee's liking some 3 rounds later. Later that year, in another Showtime assignment,
The Hammer!
the way Ennis dealt with Dominican roughhouse Juan Carlos Abreu was equally as impressive. The better man in every department, Ennis dropped his opponent 3 times in total. The final southpaw flurry left angry Abreu in a heap and cemented Ennis's standing as a potential PBC star of the future.
As far as the talent, yeah, I could understand people using that word superstar.
During a challenging time for sport worldwide, Ennis has managed to maintain his momentum. Even when Van Heerden suffered a bad cut in their late 2020 clash, just months later, he was primed to record the best win of his career to date. After destroying Sergey Lipinets and adding the first standout name to his record, Ennis returned to the ring in October against another talented operator. Slick Puerto Rican Thomas Dulorme had once challenged Terence Crawford for a world title and made life difficult for some quality fighters, including in his last bout against unbeaten Imantas Stanionis. Racing out of the blocks, Boots took things to another level.
Chucking it there! Dulorme goes down for the 9th time in his career on chopping!
Dropping Dulorme twice, he made a huge statement in barely 2 minutes of work. Ennis has made no secret of the fact that he would not only entertain bouts with both Crawford.
Is he the finisher?
You hit me hard, I'm gonna hit you even harder. Unless we can last.
And Spence.
I feel like I'm the best welterweight in the division. I'm a Earl Spence Jr., I'm the truth.
But that he is actively hunting down those kinds of opportunities. With the likes of Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Ortiz thinks he's got him and he might have. Back against the ropes. He'll take a knee. Hooker is down.
Also staking a claim as the future of 147 pounds, there sits a vast array of destroyers at welterweight. So far, all the boxes have been checked. The Philadelphia Detonator has displayed dependable stamina, a solid beard, lightning reflexes, accurate combinations, and the ultimate equalizer, lights out power. For a fighter with so many dimensions, already sitting on the cusp of stardom, it is only a matter of time before Jaron Ennis announces himself to the mainstream audience. Competing in one of boxing's hottest, stacked divisions, Boots is on a course to become the best of the Ennis clan and one of the next generation of superstars. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder when you'll be big enough to star in the next Motivedia presentation.